So for those who don't know, I'm a Christian, and when I heard there's a game based on the Bible, I have to go get it. So this game is based on the Old Testament. I've only read the New Testament, but it's not biblically accurate. But I want to give the game a go, so let us try it. Guess we're playing starting as Adam and Eve.
In the beginning, there was God and nothing else. The Spirit of God traveled through the abyss. Then God exclaimed,
"Let there be light."
On the second day, God pulled the moisture from the waters of the nothingness to create the clouds and the blue skies above and the ripples of the waters below. And God said,
"The skies shall be called heaven."
On the third day, God said,
"Let the gathering waters below the heavens be named the sea, and the dry land shall be named earth."
With God's command, the seeds of his creation spread across the earth, blossoming into grass, flowers, and trees bearing fruit. The flourishing earth was beautiful.
Some of them
God
look
saw
right
that
here.
his creation was good. And on the fourth day, God molded the sun, moon, and stars, and placed them in the heavens to illuminate the earth. And the days, seasons, and years began as God divided the day from night. On the fifth day, God created living creatures, saying,
"Let the waters, seas, and rivers be filled with an abundance of life, great whales and fish of every type, and let birds of every kind fly high above the earth."
God blessed the life below, and saw that his creations were good. The sixth day came, and God said,
"Let the earth bring forth the living creatures."
and the earth was filled with all kinds of animals, untamed ones, docile ones, and ones that crawled on the earth.
Did God forget to create the ground? There was literally no ground there. Unfortunately, I gotta play keyboard and mouse, so this is gonna be awful. The Bible is composed of 66 books and was written by 40. I was reading that. I have no idea why Adam and Eve is not naked. They did not start covering themselves up until after the fruit. Also, it's never said it's apples they ate. It just says forbidden fruit. Huh. I have an apple. I am not used to keyboard and mouse. This was horrible. How do people play like this? The forbidden fruit is taken as apple because the Bible does not mention it. It states the fruit was good for food and pleasing to the eye. There we go. Bible fact coming in for the explanation there. Hello, Adam. This feels so awkward with keyboard and mouse. Run, Eve, run! What a cow.
The leaves began to move, and Satan, in the form of a serpent, appeared from the branches and enticed Eve.
So, God told you not to eat this fruit?
Oh, yes. God said that if we eat or touch it, we will die.
Oh, you will not die. This fruit will give you knowledge and make you wise, like God himself.
The good old language English. Definitely languages speaking back then, obviously. Fine, Adam, what if I don't want to? I don't think it actually ever said that the serpent was the devil. Have an apple.
Forbidden fruit affected Adam and Eve much differently than the serpent had promised. Suddenly, their innocence was taken from them for failing to obey God.
Adam, we have no wisdom. We are only sinful and nude.
What have we done? We must cover ourselves and hide.
As Adam and Eve hurried to gather leaves to cover themselves, God suddenly appeared before them.
"Why did you eat the forbidden fruit that I commanded you not to touch?"
The woman you created for me took a bite and gave it to me.
And the serpent you created deceived me and
They're pretty
promised that
jacked.
it would cause us no harm.
"Because you defied me, you are banned from the Garden of Eden. From now on, your survival will depend upon your own hard work."
God provided them with animal skins for clothing and banished Adam and Eve from the garden. As they walked away, Adam and Eve turned to take one last glimpse at the beautiful garden.
Is that a sword?
Suddenly, a flaming sword appeared and blocked the entrance to Eden.
We will never be able to enter the garden again.
Adam, what are we gonna do? And where are we going to go?
The perfect bond between God and his beloved Adam and Eve was shattered. Now, with nothing but their knowledge and shame, they had to find a way to create a new life. However, God, with all his wisdom, had planned a salvation for his creation.
One day I shall send a savior for your redemption.
I wonder who that savior is going to be.
As time passed and generations grew, the earth became full of sinful people who lied, cheated, and murdered. People refused to worship God, but instead idolized the sun, moon, stars, and statues built by man. But one man stayed true to his faith. Noah looked down from the hilltop at the sinful people and prayed to God.
God, how long will all this evil sin continue? Please, help us all.
One night, as Noah prayed, God spoke to him.
Noah, I'm sorry that I created these corrupt humans. I am pleased that you have been faithful. I want you to build an ark for you and your family. I am going to flood the earth and destroy the dishonest and cruel people of this world. Noah, now that your ark is built, I want you to gather every living thing of all flesh. 2 of every kind, male and female, birds, cattle, and every creeping thing on earth you shall bring into the ark. Care for them, feed them, and keep them alive.
My ark. Wrong Slam, Holy Smite, Firebolt, and Prayer. Okay. This is my favorite part in the Bio when Noah fought attackers from the ark. So, that's attack. Playing some baseball. Huzzah! Yeah! Oh! Yeah. Okay. I am struggling to move the keyboard and mouse. What? This means fire. I'm like an avatar. Does 4 heal? Ow. Ow. Lord help me. Why is this stick making a sword loose? Do I heal? Ah, perfect. Power prayer heals, guys. Okay. Okay. Dude just disappeared into oblivion. Noah sending people straight to hell. Burn. Yeah, I don't even think I need the special attacks. The left click button's amazing on its own. I love the idea of an old man just battling a bunch of people with a stick. Hey guys, it's Stonehenge. Ow! I was You do not interrupt a man with his prayer. Well, he vanished. He's a wizard. Is there any way to move faster? Noah's a little slow. Oh, there were not this many people. Okay. Hey, chickens. So a cow and a bull, right? What? Die? Would this heal me? It does not. Wow, next one's way over there. I'm coming, cows. Move it. I have really bad wrists, so this is really not good for my wrist. I think the female deer is a doe. Bears. Which one of you is going to Tekken then? Be that dude. Move it. Strong elephant. Let's beat these guys up while the elephants get there, I guess. That's a lot of people. I might actually regret this. Dude just levitated up to heaven there. He's gone the wrong way. Did I just hit him with a bar attack? Okay, back to the Ark. I'm in fighting game. Let me fight. Noah has officially killed everyone. Let's get back to the Ark. So God could kill everyone else. Doing the Lord's work, you know.
The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 2 by 2, the elephant and the kangaroo, and they all went into the ark for to get out of the rain.
Suddenly the doors of heaven opened up. The rains poured down onto the earth, and the floodwaters quickly rose. For 40 days and 40 nights the rains poured down, and the people who refused to believe in God were lost beneath the water. Noah and his family cared for the animals as the ark drifted on the waters, and the rains continued to pour down from the heavens. One day, as the ark continued floating with no land in sight, as quickly as it had started, the rain abruptly stopped. The months grew long as Noah and his family drifted in search of land.
How long are we going to be stuck on this ark? It's been months, and there's no land in sight.
Who knows how long it will be? It could be months or years before we find land.
And who knows how that land will even be when we arrive.
Time continued to pass. Then, one day, the ark came to rest on top of the mountains of Ararat. Noah rushed to look up and saw that the waters had begun to recede.
Oh, thank you, God, for lowering the waters. Let's send out a dove to search the area. If there is more land close by, then it will not come back.
As the waters continued to lower, Noah and his family became anxious as they constantly looked for more signs of land.
I see land.
It had been over a year since the Great Flood had started, and Noah and his family were the only 8 people to survive. Noah built an altar and thanked God for looking after him and his family. He asked God to guide them in their new journey. God gave Noah a sign that he had been heard.
Look, a rainbow.
God has truly blessed us.
There were 7 people on that ark. There should be 8. They missed the character out. Also, the 40 days and 40 nights of rain just sounds like UK. It's like raining 24/7 here. Abraham did not have a fire attack. Okay, we're going with fire attack again. Do we get plasmosis? Do we get to split the Red Sea? I'd love to do that.
Abram, why are you standing out here all alone at this hour?
I heard God speak to me, and I feel that I must obey him. He wants me to travel to another land and leave my father's family and these false gods behind. There, he will show me how to build a great nation for our family and wants to bless all the people of earth through me.
As Abram and his followers settled in Egypt, his worst fear was realized. One day the Pharaoh saw Sarai and immediately fell in love with her beauty. In order to save his life, Abram, with reluctance, presented themselves as brother and sister.
She is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. I shall give you all the riches you desire in exchange for your sister's hand in marriage.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
With no other choice, to save Abram's life, he and Sarai played along with the Pharaoh's wishes. But before the day of the marriage, God intervened and saved his chosen family. He struck the Pharaoh with a horrible illness that eventually took his life. The people of Egypt were not happy. They blamed Abram for the Pharaoh's demise and were determined to punish him.
The cutscene models look like the cutscene modes from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Also, I was not expecting Abram to look young. Always imagine Abraham as like an old man. Yes, God renamed Abram to Abraham, if you didn't catch that. Because if God tells you your name is something different, it is something different. Alright, we're playing as Abram. We gotta protect Sarai. Sarah. We gotta protect Sarah. Robbery and murderer. Hey. Robbery and murderer come in ancient times. Abraham was justified in being afraid of Pharaoh. The Temple Mount in Jerusalem is built where Abraham attempted to sacrifice Isaac. That's right, do we have to sacrifice our son? The Old Testament is filled with some crazy stories. Am I supposed to be escaping Egypt, or... Stop moving weirdly, with you. Hold the mace properly. You're supposed to hold it in your hand, not in your arm. That guard's walking into a wall. Oh, here we go. They opened the gate for us.
What a foolish plan we had. I'm thankful for our escape, but can you forgive me for being such a coward? I didn't have faith in God's plan.
You're my husband. Of course I forgive you.
Thank you, my love. From now on, I will always put my faith in God. I pray that He will forgive me.
He did protect us from the evil in Egypt, even after we forgot to trust Him. I'm certain that's a sign of His forgiveness.
We must always follow His path and never question His plan for us again.
God will always guide us, and hopefully never again will I have to call you my brother.
One day while he was resting, 3 strangers appeared. Abraham greeted the men and invited them to be his guests. As the strangers' visit came to an end, Abraham decided that he would walk with them for a while.
Where does your journey take you now?
We are headed to the city of Sodom to see why it is so full of sin and corruption. God may have to destroy it soon.
Thank you. Safe travels to you all.
That's where my nephew lives. They must be messengers of God.
Abraham rushed to the altar and begged God to save his nephew and the city of Sodom.
Sodom and Gomorrah did not end well. Got burnt to a crisp. Gameplay has a lot. Do we have to sleep with our daughters? Because I do not want to do that. So this would be during Sodom and Gomorrah, I guess.
2 of the 3 angels arrived at the city of Sodom, where they were greeted by Abraham's nephew Lot as they entered.
Welcome to my city. Consider yourselves my guests.
God has sent us here to destroy Sodom.
That's it? Okay. Oh, no. I don't do stealth. Okay, this is not gonna be fun. Can I not just, like, lob the stone at his head? What the? Look, got a strong arm. Okay, this is not going well. You just kick him in the groin? Look, that's such a low blow, my dude. Am I holding a stone right now? It's just not registering it. Nice throw, my dude. Can I just beat these guys up? It's like much easier. Goodoosh. You want some too? Hitting people in testicles been around since the biblical era. Okay, I'm not gonna bother stealth because I cannot stealth. We just run up and attack them. Oof, that's just pretty funny. Why the character's gonna move so slow? Yay! That's not how I imagine it happening, but sure.
Keep running and don't look back. If you do, you will die as well.
This is horrible! It's the only place I've ever called home!
Lot's wife turned to look back at the burning city. In an instant, she was transformed into a pillar of salt. Only Lot and his daughters escaped God's wrath.
No.
Please, God, help me protect my boy. Miriam, is your brother safe?
He's sleeping safely with Mother.
God surely has blessed us, but Jochebed, he's not safe with us.
I have faith that God will show me how to shield our boy from the danger.
The following day, Jochebed prepared a basket that would protect her son. With her baby boy safely in the basket, Jochebed and Miriam hurried to the river.
Miriam, I want you to keep an eye on the basket as it floats down the river. Oh, my son, it breaks my heart to send you off like this, but I have faith that God will protect you.
As the basket floated away, Miriam discreetly followed it down the river toward the Pharaoh's palace. Over the years, Moses was given the life of an Egyptian prince. One day, as a young man, while riding in his chariot past a construction site, he noticed a Hebrew worker being whipped. Appalled by what he saw, Moses leapt off his chariot and confronted the taskmaster.
Stop whipping that man at once.
Mind your own business.
Let's go kill us a guard. Also, is that where the term Moses basket comes from? Protect slaves. Yeah. I don't think they need all that much protecting right now. Moses could fight. Right, well. Ow. I don't think they should be guards. They're missing the slaves completely here. What, don't just walk off. We are fighting here. Martial arts, very big back in the, biblical era. Moses gonna be in, Mortal Kombat next. His fatality's gonna be splitting their body apart.
Moses and his people began their journey to the land that God had promised would be their new home.
Letting the Hebrews go was a mistake. Now I have no one to build for me.
We might be able to stop them. Look at this map. They're headed for a dead end at the Red Sea. If we hurry, we can catch them.
Moses, look! It's the Pharaoh's army!
You get to split the Red Sea or what? Honestly, I just prefer the left clicking. That's like the best attack. Come on, let us split the Red Sea. Please don't show in a cutscene. I'll do it myself. Let me be Moses. Ah, they can't even let me do it.
Moses turned toward the Red Sea and held out his staff. Suddenly, a powerful wind blew from the east, separating the waters into two sides, creating a path for the Hebrews to follow. The Hebrews crossed the Red Sea on the path that God had created. The Pharaoh was shocked to see that the Hebrews had escaped through a separation in the sea.
After
Pharaoh is very
them!
rich.
Bring them back to Egypt!
On his command, the army charged after the Hebrews. But as they crossed the sea floor, the wet sand slowed the chariot wheels in their tracks. Moses looked back, raised his staff, and suddenly the winds grew calm. The Pharaoh watched in horror as his entire army drowned. The people became despondent. They started abandoning their pledge to follow God's laws. They wanted a symbol of some kind. The people gave Aaron all of their pieces of gold and jewelry. Aaron melted it down and constructed a gleaming golden calf.
Amazing! It's so similar to one of the gods people of Egypt worship. This is no accident. This must be the true God.
We shall have a feast tomorrow to honor our new lord.
Camp. He was shocked by what he found. He loudly smashed the stone tablets. And the people immediately stopped celebrating.
You have broken the covenant with God. You pledged to worship only him.
One more time, the people had arrived outside the Promised Land.
I have reached 120 years of age. I'm afraid I can't guard you any longer. Besides, the Lord has also banned me from setting foot in the Promised Land. As such, God makes way for someone new to follow. It is Joshua. Gather around him.
Joshua's devotion to God had definitely paid off. And suddenly, God opened his mouth to affirm Joshua's position.
Joshua, remain brave. Your leadership will see the Israelites into the Promised Land.
After that, the elderly Moses ascended Mount Nebo and looked upon the fields and forests his people would live in. Up on that mountain, where he was isolated with the Lord, he passed away. God personally laid him to rest.
Well, now I know how Exodus
And even
ends.
still, nobody has any idea where his remains reside.
This is probably the level that I'm most excited for. Get to the David and Goliath fight. Oh, we could dodge now. Okay, this is not gonna be fun. Okay, this is not as exciting as I thought it'd be. What do I even do? Maybe I should not have been so excited for this fight. Is this meant to be Goliath? Goliath was like 9 feet tall. This dude's just like an average sized person. Okay, yeah, I am pretty sure this is broke. Try searching it up. Okay, yeah, that dude quit as well. So it was not working for that guy, so I'm pretty sure this just doesn't work. That's actually a pretty cool game. It's pretty fun. Despite it not being finished, evidently, a lot of missions you couldn't play through, cutscenes randomly cut off. Hopefully they do update it, add some more things, because it is a really fun game. I'd also like to see a sequel based on the New Testament, although there's not as much stuff you could do with that, I don't reckon. It'd be fun either way. Anyway, this is the last game I have in this category. Next game will be Turning Express Gear 1, which is moving on to the Extreme Sports category, which I'm really excited for. But until then, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.